I want to get your perspective on a story we've talked about a little bit here recently, and that is about San Antonio assistant Becky Hammon. She's going to have an opportunity to interview for the head coaching job with the Milwaukee Bucks. Pau Gasol, among others, have come out in full voiced support of her candidacy to be an NBA head coach. As a longtime player yourself, what is your perspective on the idea of a female head coach in the NBA?
You know, if you can coach, you can coach, right? Becky Hammon has the track record. She has the pedigree. She paid her dues. You know, she is a coach. She is an NBA coach. So if she's going for the job for the Milwaukee Bucks, I don't think that, you know, it should be a big deal or anybody should hate because she's qualified, you know, and it's going to be based on the fact, can she coach? Can she coach this team? I like to see that, you know, but I like to see her in the right situation. A lot of times coaches get opportunities and sometimes it's their first opportunity and sometimes it takes them a while to get their next opportunity. So with Becky Hammon, I just think that, you know, just coming from that San Antonio, you know, coaching tree, that she's going to be smart and meticulous about, you know, how she moves and you know, what organization she coaches for.
No, I haven't heard an NBA player yet that we've had here or anywhere suggest this wouldn't be a good idea. Do you think that that is just something, are there players, do you think, that actually would not believe this would succeed, but just won't say so because of what they perceive to be the potential backlash? For either of you guys, do you think there, again, it has been unanimous, at least in the perspective I've heard from the NBA community, every player says, oh yes, this should work fine.
Sports changes the dynamics of society because it becomes the ultimate melting pot. And players just want to be better.
Yep.
And if you're going to teach me and we're going to win and I'm going to get paid, it doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl. It's the same thing in her case. She's qualified, as Barron mentioned. She's now given the opportunity to interview for the jobs. That's the first step.
Yep.
What I think is going to ultimately happen in her situation is that she's going to get hired to be a college coach first. That's what I ultimately think is going to happen because there are more opportunities in that world, and I think somebody's going to jump up and give her the chance first.
I think it most definitely matters because we would have seen this before Becky Hammon. Becky Hammon's not the first woman who's known basketball or probably the first woman who knew how to coach basketball, but it's taken this long. And I don't think anyone wants to be the guy who comes out and says, like, no, that's not going to work, guys aren't going to listen. But I think there are definitely people who believe that. I understand why they don't want to be the one to say it. In this particular climate, you want to be that person. But it wouldn't have taken us this long to get to this story and it be such a big story if it truly didn't matter about gender. It clearly does. And I hope she's able to continue to break these ceilings as she moves on up so that it becomes not a story in the future.
Right. But who's creating the ceiling? It's not the players. What creates the ceiling is, number one, the media and the fans, and then the owners.
No, it's the owners first. It's owners first. They are the ones that make the decisions. They write the checks.
But it
fans,
but it works in reverse because if they felt like if they felt like it was going to be supported by fans and media, they would have done it before now. So they do listen to the public outcry and take the temperature on things.
All right, again, this is a story that is sort of developing as we go here with her and potentially with other candidates down the road as well.